Angela.
I'm Leah.
And we out here.
Hey y'all, so last year Angela bought a drone. Although we haven't been able to get much use of it, we did want to share some of our experiences with the drone. So the video captured for this video is just us at a local park playing around with the drone. We did not have any real goals this day outside of just trying to learn the drone. So just be patient with us as the video may not be professional photography grade, but we literally just went here for practice and to be in a space where we could fly the drone, where it was permitted and allowed for the drone to be flying in the air. So, just for reference, the drone is a Ruko F11 GIM2. It has 4K HD quality. The drone comes with a remote controller, and the remote controller you link to your cell phone through an app. So as you can see, Angela was holding the remote control with the cell phone attached to it. You're kind of seeing what the drone sees on your cell phone. So as you're controlling it, you get to see everything that the drone is seeing on the screen of your cell phone, but the remote control is what is being used to maneuver the drone in the sky. As you can see, Angela moving with the drone above. Now, we do have some pros and cons that we would like to share with you all. The pros and cons that we will explain here are not just specific to the drone. Well, some of them are, but then it can also be generalized for most drones as well. So we hope you find this video helpful if you plan to get the drone or if you are trying to decide which drone you should get. Alrighty, so before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. We post weekly videos every single Friday, and we post reels or shorts once to thrice a week. So you will get consistent content from us when you subscribe. Also, comment below and let us know if you have a drone already. Where are some of your favorite places to fly it? Have you had any troubleshooting that you want to share? Anything specific? If you don't have a drone, let us know which one you are thinking about getting, or if you would like one at all. Alrighty, so let's start off with the pros of this drone. The pros, you get amazing views, okay? You don't get these types of perspectives from a cell phone or most other types of cameras. You can get a bird's eye view of things. You can see over and above through trees. It's pretty cool. Basically, you get shots that are not typically accessible to most other forms of cameras or to humans. But you want to be careful though, because although you can fly over trees and over water, you absolutely do not want your drone to crash into anything. For example, a tree, a bird, whatever, due to wind or weather or just you not knowing how to operate the drone or any other types of issues. You don't want the drone to fall into water or any other inaccessible area. And you also don't want the drone to crash and ruin anybody's property. Okay, so you don't want to fly it into a car or somebody's house, especially if it's going to cause damage. Okay. The quality is a pro here. So the picture is pretty decent. It is clear. It's in 4K. You will get quality videos, stills, and pictures. This is us just waving, trying to see how we would look on the drone. So we wave a few times in the video. Forgive us if it gets a little redundant, okay? Now, to us, this drone was pretty cost affordable. Angela bought this drone at about $600 last year, and you can probably buy it now for about $500. If that's too expensive, there are different types of drones. You can find cheaper ones. And if you want a better one, you can absolutely find better quality. It'll probably be more expensive, but much better quality. Overall, another pro is that it's a pretty cool thing to have. It's pretty cool technology. It's fun, it's different, it's a great for content creation if that's your thing, or whatever you're getting it for. It's pretty cool, right? So whatever goals you have for your drone, you will be able to accomplish that because the uses for the drone are endless and versatile. All right, you can use it for lots of stuff. The cons. So as you can see, like the way this drone is turning, like really rigid, is not because of the drone, it's because of us. So a con is it can be difficult to figure out at first. You really have to get the hang of it. So we had to do a lot of trial and error. we had to we're not tech savvy. Me and Angela, we know the basics and we can get around with the basics of technology. Okay, um, but when it comes down to more in depth things, we're not that great. It took us forever to learn how to even figure out how to get the drone off the ground. We still struggle with landing the drone, so it does take some playing around with. There's a learning curve, basically. This might not be true for people who are great with technology, though. So it might be extremely user friendly for some people. Some people might say, wow, this is the easiest thing to use, so user friendly. For us, it just wasn't that way. I mean, I've seen small children fly drones, so I'm pretty sure it can be figured out by most adults. But again, that's just something to keep in mind. Also, the battery life is horrible. Okay. It comes with two batteries, but the batteries last no longer than 45 minutes to an hour each. Okay. Constantly charging the batteries. Also, it is pretty bulky to travel with. The case and the drone are both fairly big and heavy, and it takes up a lot of room and can take up a lot of space in your book bag or carry-on luggage, okay? So like when we've traveled with it, Angela tends to put it on her in her book bag that she takes as a personal item on flights, and it takes up the whole book bag, the case for the drone. This is a huge, huge con that we did not know even existed until we got the drone. And this is not specific to the Ruko. This is any type of drone that you get, okay? There are very, very few places that allow you to record with your drone. There are very few places that allow you to put that drone into the air and record, okay? So, for example, we're about to head to Dubai and we're unable to take the drone with us. We can't travel with it to Dubai, okay? Uh Many resorts also. So we've been to resorts. They don't allow the drones. They have bans on the drones. But it does make sense, to be fair, because drones have cameras. They're cameras in the sky. So no one wants to be in their hotel room with the blinds open and see a camera fly by. Okay. Someone might assume someone's filming them. And as you can see, if this thing flies by a hotel window, I'm sure people will feel exposed, and nobody wants to be filmed without their knowledge, okay? Even if it is by accident. Also, we tried to take this drone to the Grand Canyon. I believe we were in the West Rim, but I really don't remember 100%, okay? Of which part of the Grand Canyon we were on, but I think it was the West Rim. Whichever part is privately owned by an indigenous group, okay? So we did not know that the drone could not be used there. So it we felt like criminals. Basically, it felt like, I don't know if that was a reality, but it felt like we were about to get arrested for using that drone. Angela got the drone in the air for about 2 minutes, probably less than that, before security came running toward her, literally yelling for her to land the drone. And remind you, I told you all, we are not good with landing. So it took forever to get the drone down. And I know the security was probably like frustrated, thinking we were playing around, but we really were not. And basically the drone was confiscated and they told her that she could only come and pick the drone up as we were leaving the park. Okay. It was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. We kind of felt like criminals, even though it was not done intentionally. So, long story short, you need to be careful about where you take the drone. You need to make sure that before you take the drone there, it is allowed. Like some people even requires like special licenses to use the drone near specific places. Okay. I think for the Grand Canyon, they didn't allow the drones because they have helicopters that come through there. And I think they said it messes up like some type of signal and they didn't want crashes or whatever. Again, we get it. So, but this is just a heads up to people who might not know. Also, a con for us, not a huge one, but certainly a con. The drone has no audio. So for obvious reasons, the drone, it doesn't have audio because it, I mean, maybe this is not the reason why, but if it did have audio, the sound that it would pick up would actually be the propellers. Okay. It might even also pick up like the sound of the wind hitting the microphone and stuff rather than actually what you think you're filming, because it's so far. Like the drone can go pretty high in the air. So whatever it is you're filming, you won't get sound for that. Not necessarily a con, but it can be a con if you need audio. Also, this drone is freaking loud, okay? And this is not specific to this drone, but drones in general are loud and they garner a lot of attention, okay? The propellers are pretty loud. It sounds like a propeller in the air just swarming around. And because of that, people stare and people seem to be uncomfortable with it around, okay? So if you're a person who doesn't like a lot of attention, you will not be happy about this drone, okay? It is loud. So people will stare. Some people might be genuinely curious and ask questions, while other people will be angry and annoyed, okay? So just be cautious. With this clip coming up, you'll be able to hear what I mean when I say that the drone is loud. Also, you'll be able to see some of the issues that we had in terms of landing it and troubleshooting as well. And you can check out the screen for the drone.
Whoa. You gonna land it?
Okay, let me land it.
Yeah, you land it. Wherever you see.
Oh, this is nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it stopped filming. It stopped recording because I'm not moving on here.
Oh, why did it stop recording? Oh, it had an error message. So we need to fix that.
Huh. Okay. So what do I do to land it?
Okay. So find your landing spot.
Okay.
Bring it down until it's 5 feet from the ground. It'll stop you. So just keep going down until it stops you. Bam, bam, and stop. Then you press that.
It didn't stop me.
Well, don't go all the way down because you don't want it to hit the ground with the propellers there.
Okay.
And press this button. That means land. And then you gotta.
This is device disconnected.
Oh, well, that's a problem. How do we connect it back? How do we connect it back? Let's see. Undetected.
But that's what we have. Let us know what you think. Do you have any questions? We hope this video is helpful for you. All right, y'all. It's been sweet.
Check us out next week
When we out here
in these streets. Peace.